Well, last year was a great learning experience for us, coaches, players, everybody involved. We want to get better. I think that's always been the motto of this program. Just be obsessed with getting better every day, and but the goal is to build the best team possible, and we're going to prove we're the best team possible by winning a national championship, and that's our goal.
Yeah, I think ultimately, big hope is to win a national championship, but improve upon a lot of things we built last year. We had a lot of young guys, so a lot of freshmen, sophomores, so I'd love to see some of those guys come into their own, develop better as players and as men and as students, and to see guys who are sophomores and juniors kind of pick up leadership. We've got 2 senior captains this year, so they'll be leaving. So I think, just in summary, win a national championship, win our conference, and see more growth and development, and start to see freshmen and sophomores pick up kind of the tail of the leadership, so that we'll have more leaders going into the next couple of seasons.
Well, ultimately, is to win a national championship and contributing in any way possible. And obviously help the goalies develop as much as possible on the ice and off the ice as a person as well.
Well, listen, I love coaching because I have this opportunity to have an impact on someone's life. And obviously, I love the game of hockey. I've always loved teaching, and I learned that there's really no difference between teaching and coaching. And I've really attacked being a coach as being a mentor and being a teacher for these guys. And it's such an important time in their lives where they're learning how to become men, and they're trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives. And the fact that I get an opportunity to go on this ride with them is incredible. So I love the teaching aspect of coaching. I love the ups and downs of coaching. I love the fact that on a hockey team you have 25 plus players on a roster. That's 25 plus different personalities that I have to get to know, and I've got to know every single button about those guys. I got to know what gets them going, how to inspire those players, how to inspire them as people. It's such an extraordinary opportunity that I have to work with players like this that it's just something I love to do.
Oh, I just love the game. Love the game. Love the people who play the game. Love New York City. Love NYU. It's just all of these things that were such important aspects of my life, and an opportunity to get back into that and to give back to that was really something that I just was too good of an opportunity to pass up.
I went into coaching. I took a brief absence from hockey. And then I decided, I really love the game, obviously, and I wanted to get back into it. And it's been a passion since I've been playing hockey on a lake since I was 5 years old. And now I get this great opportunity with NYU, and I'm really, really looking forward to my first season coaching with this program.
It's funny, when my daughter was born, I said that being a coach is going to make me a better dad, and being a dad is going to make me a better coach. And ever since my daughter was born 5 years ago, I think I've changed in that sense of my approach as a coach, and getting to know my players. If I'm trying to get anything across them as a hockey player, I first need to know who they are as people. So it is so important that we build those relationships, and because I really do take a ton of pride in this position, and it's an incredible opportunity for me to work with such incredible young men that are going to have successful careers after they graduate, but more importantly, they're going to be husbands and fathers and grandfathers and everything else. So so a lot of the values we try to instill in our guys, you know, I really do hope that it stays with them in their personal and professional lives. But you know, as far as the hockey side of things go, you know, is really establishing, you know, a good, strong mental game. You know, you know, a team has got to be willing and able to adjust to any situation. And I think, you know, through practices and video and meetings and conversation, I think that's where you develop, you know, that mental toughness that you need to be a successful hockey player and ultimately be a successful team.
You know, I've only been doing this for, how long am I doing this now? 2 years? So I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. I think one of the things I've learned more so now as a coach than when I was a player is that practice is the most important thing. Preparing through practice and just how you conduct yourself over the week is paramount to having a good performance. So I think giving 100% in every single practice and using opportunities and drills with the expertise of the coaching staff and your teammates as ways to improve and not ever taking your foot off the gas at all would be kind of my philosophy. And I guess on the bench or just when I'm mentoring or when I'm speaking to guys is just remembering that, you know, they're not just players, they have entire full and rich lives outside of the ice rink or the locker room, and that, you know, giving them a lot of grace and patience because school's hard, hockey's hard, trying to navigate relationships as a young man, whether it's family or girlfriend or friendships or whatever, is hard. So listening before asking questions is another thing that I like to carry on. I don't know if any of that all adds up to one summarized piece, but I think there's different kind of things that I try to take into the rink with me.
My philosophy on the goaltending side of things is I really believe in a strong work ethic. You know, in the times that you feel like you're tired, you got to keep pushing because ultimately, you know, when you're in that last game and you know, you need to really make that extra mile to push to get the win. That each day you want to put 100% in because ultimately the end goal, it could help you down the road when times get tough.
Like I said, last year was an incredible learning experience, and you know, going through that process, you know, it's, you know, first half of the year, you know, we were a 500 team. We hit a lot of you know, rough spots with injuries and tough losses, you know, 1-goal games, things like that. But my favorite part of it is that the guys stuck with it. You know, they stuck with it. You know, we found ways to win in some big games. We never quit. You know, and you know, at that winter break, you know, we were able to take a breath and reevaluate some things and made some adjustments. The players bought in and said, all right, let's readjust this thing. And you know, you win 8 out of your last 10 games, you know, with both of those losses coming by a goal. You have to be optimistic, you know, and so my favorite part of last year was the way this young group accepted this new challenge of being in a new league at a new level. You know, we took a lot of games on the chin last year, and we battled through some adversity, but the fact that everyone went through it, the fact that no one quit is, you know, a very promising thing, and that's why I'm so excited about this year.
There are a few. There are like 4 games in particular. I think all of them were overtime victories, believe it or not. When we beat Syracuse on the road at home was really special because we had a lot of guys injured. We had just gotten beat pretty badly the night before. We did not play well. And we had a lot of young guys step up that game. And that was kind of our first really big victory over a conference opponent and a ranked opponent. We beat Liberty at home, which was really tremendous. We beat Stony Brook twice, once at NYU and once at Stony Brook, actually back-to-back, same weekend. And then I think actually maybe my favorite moment of the season was the third period comeback against Syracuse in January or February, I don't remember, when we played them at home, going down 3-0 going into the third period and ended up winning with, you know, less than a second in overtime. That was a pretty awesome game.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's a different atmosphere than what I was used to. But so it's going to be a great new experience. And NYU is such a prestigious school, and I'm really looking forward to it.